Today is day 42 of 90. I'm going to come with a few updates. So, remember, I told you that yesterday I had my fasted physical, they ran labs and such. Pleasant surprise, I had my lab results back. I will say that so let me lead with this. As I looked at the results, it was a lot of numbers and things were in the normal range and some things were on the outskirts, right? And the feedback from my physician was kind of, let's run more labs. But what I did is I wanted to better understand because I was going kind of item by item. What I did was I put all of the results, including the measurement, right? You can't just say 36 if it's supposed to be milligrams or UIL or whatever the unit of measurement is. Put all of that data and I put it into ChatGPT. And the way I did it was I said, if these are your results, basically give me a summary of these results and any recommendations you would have for non-pharmaceutical remedies, whether, vitamins or minerals or exercise or what have you. So ChatGPT was like, hey girl, you look great. And it actually, in looking at it, it gave me a better picture than kind of these like notes. And so let me tell you kind of a quick summary. So when I had my last exam, I was pre-diabetic. Remember we talked about the pre's yesterday. Pre just means keep it up and you will be diabetic. I am no longer pre-diabetic. I still think my number is higher than I would like, but I'm not pre-diabetic. I still want to get it down into like mid-normal, low normal, just where it's at a more comfortable place. But that's huge, right? I looked at other markers and I could see they were like your thyroid and your kidney function are exceptional. Well, not my thyroid, it was my kidney function. But at the beginning of the conversation with my doctor, there was a conversation, he said, there was something with your thyroid. And I was like, I've never had a conversation with any physician, you included, about my thyroid, right? So, yeah, I don't remember that either, which was just interesting to me. And so when I asked ChatGPT, like, boil all this down, what's your recommendation? You know what it said? It said two things. One, you need some more B12. Anybody that does kind of a vegan vegetarian diet knows that we typically need more B12, but it's not just vegans and vegetarians. Most people need more B12. So I have B12 vitamins, I took those. And then it also said low iron, right? And I've had low iron since I was like late high school years. And so I do have liquid iron. I need to go ahead and take that and just make it a regular kind of daily thing. So these are some things that I'm going to be doing in addition to allowing my body to do its thing. Again, I was looking at the trend, right? Like the last thing you want is for your iron levels to be X and you come back and it's worse, right? For your, pre-diabetic range to be here and you're worse. So all of my numbers were improved numbers, which is huge. And then I could see, okay, these are the areas where I need to continue to supplement. But again, I feel great. I could see it. And I've decided, I'm not going to run and do labs immediately if I haven't taken, but I didn't know why the feedback wouldn't have been, hey, this number is low. Why don't you take B12 and some iron for the next 2 weeks? And then let's get some labs in and such, right? So it's when your first thought process is a pharmaceutical option, you miss out on a physician that gives you kind of the in-between step, which is maybe you could take these things. So this is what I'll be doing. But I just wanted to give you that update. And then I had another pleasant treat today. This right here is a celery juice, and my husband juiced it for me, which is like a dream. So yeah, like again, we talk about having that supportive network, people that kind of help you go from one day to the next. Again, they don't have to do what you're doing. they just need to support you in doing what you're doing. And that doesn't always mean making juice. Like I had no expectation of that. It was a very pleasant treat to experience. So that was it. Just wanted to give you those updates, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow on day 43. Bye.